Hi, Sagittarius, and welcome back to my channel. Whether you are a Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or however Sagittarius may show up on your astrological natal chart, then these messages are for you. And today I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on the topic of We've reconciled, now what? But before I begin, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, or for those of you who may be interested in scheduling a recorded private reading or learn more about my Patreon platform, then all that information and links are down below. Today, I'm going to be, as I said, focusing on connections here that are either on one of the following. Either you're thinking about reconciliation, you are in the middle of reconciling with someone that you have had a breakup, separation, or even talks of divorce, or you've already reconciled and you're kind of in a way starting over. Wherever you may be on that spectrum, these messages are for you. But first, I want to say thank you to all of you, my subscribers, my new viewers, and visitors alike, for your love, your support, and your loyalty to our channel. I greatly appreciate it. Okay, so the deck that I am shuffling right now has messages on both sides of the cards, okay, which is the reason why I'm flipping over one side. And let's take a look here, Sagittarius. You've reconciled, or we've reconciled. Now what? Let's take a look at what next steps, or I don't know. Let's see what's coming through here for you and your connection, or your person that you had a breakup, separation, maybe even a divorce for some of you here already. It says restraints test, trapped in instability. Resist impulsive urges to find steadier ground. Okay. This is, I'm getting here for some of you. Okay. And listen, silent ruminates. Admit uncertainty. Love has the power to rebuild trust. Okay. So I'm getting two different messages here. Okay. So there could be two different storylines for some of you. And for some of you, this may be the same storyline. Now it's interesting because I haven't been called to take out two cards for the other signs, but I am being called to take out two cards here for the both of you. Okay. So again, I'll show you the messages, and let's talk a little bit about what's going on here. So restraints test. I feel that for some of you that are watching, this may resonate in the sense that you feel like you're not quite sure. You're kind of on the fence. Things have been or were very unstable or not consistent in this connection, right? So there may have been some action, reaction, challenges, obstacles, um, situation here that wasn't as clear in either understanding why it may have happened, okay, or there was a break here of trust. What I'm also getting with restraints test is feeling as if something is not stable, okay? Some of you here, whether it's you, Sagittarius, or the other person, there's this energy that I'm getting of someone really just wanting to hurry up and just kind of get back together without really taking a look on the reason why there was a breakup, separation, or even talks of divorce. There's a sense of kind of like feeling that, or this urge of wanting to get back together so that there's a sense of stability. But what I'm getting here is that the sense of stability was like false. It's a false perception of stability, or the stability that you thought both of you may have had in your connection. So I feel that either one of you may be on the fence, whether that be you, Sagittarius, or whether it be the other person. So I feel that that's why this is saying resist the impulsive urges to find a steadier ground, like right away. You know, I feel that there's a cooling off period, or kind of like time apart needed here, so that certain things become clearer, because through the time apart, there's a sense here of really understanding what was kind of, in a way, what was the wedge, or what was the situation, circumstance, or event that broke this, broke both of you apart. or broke this relationship apart. You also have here silence ruminates. Okay, admit uncertainty. Love has the power to rebuild the trust. And again, another card that's coming across as taking time to figure something out here, because there may be here, either one of you or both of you may be in this energy of being hesitant or uncertain or doubtful that either a person's behavior, pattern of behavior, or maybe whatever created the wedge here of mistrust, of lack of transparency, of maybe something here having to do with loyalty, that needs to be rebuilt. And that can only be rebuilt with time. So for some of you here, there's this sense of kind of like being on the fence. Should we reconcile? Should we not? Okay. And I'm getting here kind of really taking that time by yourselves, both of you, like you by yourself and the other person by themselves, to really kind of understand how difficult or how powerful this either event, challenge, or obstacle really ricocheted or created a sense of instability here, either in what was already unstable from before, and it was just kind of like the last straw on the camel's back, or the instability that that situation, circumstance, or event created between the both of you as you were breaking up or going your separate ways. Okay, let's take a look here at what else is coming through for the both of you here, Sagittarius, and your person here that you are reconciling with. All right, let's see what's coming through here for the both of you. And you have here, it's time to take action. It's time to really take a look at those challenges and see, are you both willing to be proactive? Because this is a new moon in Aries, okay? So Aries is a fire sign and Aries is ruled by Mars. So are both of you motivated, inspired, driven, and passionate in being proactive in overcoming the challenges here within this connection? Are you both willing to go through the not so easy parts of the reconciliation process? Are you willing to show effort, passion, motivation, drive, and proactivity? Being proactive, not just saying something, but showing things in action. Okay. So very, by the way, the ram is the symbol or symbology here for Aries. And if you know anything about the ram, if you've ever seen it, it's quite fascinating how the rams kind of move up the mountain that is like even like slighted like that, and how they're able to slowly move up and up. It's a sight to see if you haven't seen it. I actually watched it on Instagram. I saw a reel um on the, I don't know if it was on real on Instagram or on YouTube, where it's showing how difficult it is. So this is talking about, are you both willing to put in the effort and the consistency of being motivated? Because listen, motivated is one thing, disciplined is another. Motivation can be fickle. You could be motivated, but then once the motivation and the fire and the passion and the energy and the drive wear off, what happens next? That's why discipline is, I feel, stronger and more reliable than just motivation alone. So you do need both, because once the kind of fire wears off, the discipline, the routine, discipline is doing something even when you don't feel like doing it, right? even when you're like, that's it, I want to quit, but do you have that tenacity? And so I feel here it's being proactive and being tenacious and finding that drive. Okay, look at that, you have soulmates. So both of you have the love that it takes. Look at that, soulmates and twin flames. So some of you here are very, very much intertwinedly connected to your person with you, which, by the way, here's another thing I want to talk about, because I mean, listen, you got the double hitter here, both twin flame and soulmates. Listen, sometimes people think that twin flame and soulmate type of energy is easy breezy and everything is beautiful and rosy and, oh my gosh, it's gorgeous, it's wonderful. No, you're going to listen, you're going to have more obstacles and challenges with soulmates, I feel, and twin flame energy than any other. The reason for this is because you are meant to be in positions together as a couple where both of you may trigger each other into healing. Okay, so again, that doesn't mean everyone, okay, because there's some connections where, listen, it's not even worth reconciling because there were just things there that shouldn't have been happening in the first place, and healthy boundaries that were in place, right? But I'm talking about the healthy soulmate dynamic where, yes, because of that soulmate energy, there may be here some triggers on both ends, and it's because both of you are together that happens. There are lessons here that need to be learned, but can be learned only when both of you are all in the connection. Okay, so again, so there's this sense here of kind of like, the need to rebuild that trust within each other, because there's definitely here some sense here of, either for some of you this is a soul contract. Okay, this could have been like a reincarnation, it could have been like a past life type of connection here. For some of you, you may be polar opposites. There may be times where you feel like, oh my gosh, like we don't get each other. But there's a lot of kind of lessons that need to be learned here in this connection, and it's coming across as you both being able to do that, as long as, again, both of you place words and the passion and the drive into action. Okay, so action-based type of change. All right, you have here Two of Coins and the Star. I mean, beautiful. Look, you have the High Priestess. Intuition here. Both of you may be intuitively connected. You could be the type of couple here, where the type of partnership that one person is thinking and the other one all of a sudden, sends a text, calls, or vice versa. So there's a lot of like intuitive energy here. And of course, because you have soulmates and twin flames here, both together. So there's definitely here this kind of like reincarnation type of relationship. Maybe you have some past lives together. That may be the reason why your love was tested. It was tested maybe in a past life. It's being tested yet again to see, do you have the determination, the tenacity, the passion, and that goal-driven, action-based type of focus and discipline in order to find the balance between the both of you. You have to hear the Two of Coins or the Two of Pentacles. This is both of you really trying to balance things out within the polarity or the polar opposites here of something here that may have caused a wedge of this breakup, separation, and even talks of divorce. You do have here the Star card, and the Star card is all about that healing process, okay? So the Star, there's this sense of like wishing, desiring, yearning for that either apology, that healing, renewing the connection, okay? Not allowing any coping mechanisms and negative or unhealthy coping mechanisms from the past to resurface yet again in this reconciliation. Okay, there's something here about having the faith to take your time to rebuild this. There again, there's some of you may be a little bit uncertain, but listen again to this message. It says love has the power to rebuild trust. So how deep, okay, are you willing to go towards fixing, repairing, okay, this, connection together as a couple. So not just one person, both of you. All right. Last but not least, let's take a look at the advice here for you, Sagittarius. By the way, beautiful reading. I mean, this really feels like for some of you that this connection has what it takes. You just got to get over and when I mean get over, I mean work on, okay? I mean, literally work on figuring out what the priorities are, what the values are here, what you value, Sagittarius, what your partner values, and finding a middle ground. Two of Pentacles here. I'm getting kind of like negotiating, figuring something out, prioritizing being important here as well. Let's see what else is coming through for the both of you as advice. And last but not least, it says, set sail. You are being called to break boundaries. Living in the vast world offers countless opportunities waiting for you to explore. Yep, that came up with the Star card, healing, reconciliation here. So kind of like doing a brand new start and seeing how both of you, and by the way, that's going to take time because you have the Star and the High Priestess, both major arcana. So this change or this shift may take some time. It's not going to be quick. Remember, that came up here also here. It says, resist impulsive urges to find steadier ground. So whatever this reconciliation process will take time to stabilize. It says here, living in this vast world offers countless opportunities waiting for you to explore. That means both of you. And remaining in your comfort zone will only limit your growth. It's time to take a step forward, broaden your circle, and let fresh experiences, sorry, not that one, this one, fresh experiences, the Star card here, let fresh experiences enrich your soul. Okay, High Priestess here, yin energy, your soul. Yeah, very beautiful energy here for the both of you. All right, Sagittarius, thank you so much for joining me here. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you soon.